So I was thinking, I think that's how I'm gonna start it because when I was doing my Instagram videos, that was my intro. So I was thinking, because I really be thinking. Okay, so I'm being consistent with this YouTube thing, or I'm trying my best to. I told y'all before, this is raw, real honesty. You ain't finna get no over editing. You may not get no makeup, no nothing on here. So I'm jumping on this time because I meant to make this message the other day when I got back in from traveling, while it was fresh on my spirit and fresh on my mind. But today I decided to jump on here. So in the raw, this is the message. And Pearl is joining me for the message on today. Today, really, it came to me Monday evening. Last week, I had to do a lot of traveling. Do I need to introduce myself? Allow me to introduce myself. My name is Hope. No, my name is Icon, and this is my channel, Poem-versations with Icon. I've said in previous videos, if you go back and watch, this is not a channel where I'm necessarily worried about viewership. This is me showing up for me and documenting my thoughts and my epiphanies. And sometimes I may say something that other people have said because ain't nothing new under the sun. But I'm going to put my own little spin or my own revelation on it. And maybe, I think we all have similar information and epiphanies, but maybe the way somebody else say it might not hit you the way somebody else might say it. So this is for the else's who need somebody else, i.e. me, to say it for them. So I'm out here with, look, I got on what I had on around the house today. I'm packing, I'm moving. Again, if you go back and watch my previous video, I talk about that I'm in transition of moving. And I had to travel last week. So I had to travel to Baltimore and then I flew straight to Seattle. When I was flying back from Seattle, I was flying to Vegas because I had a switch plane, whatever, in Vegas. That's neither here nor there. Anyway, while I was flying, I like a window seat. I'm on my Erykah Badu. Can I get a window seat? Don't want nobody next to me. Da, 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 da. So I was in my window seat, which I love because I like to, I know a lot of people close their shade. Why you want to be in an enclosed? I don't understand that. I take that as an opportunity. Like how often, and also the words of Zora Neale Hurston, are your eyes able to watch God in that kind of way? So I love to look at the clouds. I have to have the window open during takeoff because I need to see what's going on. And I just like to think and imagine while I'm up there in the clouds. And so Monday evening, I was returning from Seattle en route to Vegas, en route to New Orleans. And while I was flying, ever so often, I fly a lot, I've flown a lot, you will see another plane like go by. And they may be at a distance. And this particular time I saw a plane go by. I saw two planes go by actually. And in watching the other planes, at first I was like, is that a jet? Because it was going, like the plane was flying. And then when the second plane passed by, I realized it was another commercial plane. It was like another commercial jet, like the one I was on. And in that moment, I said, wow, I was aware of sitting on the plane that I was on. And I'm like, you know, when you're flying, you don't feel like you're going that fast. And I have to look up the particular, like how many thousand miles, 100 miles per hour you're going when you're up there in the air. But you're in this big ass aircraft with all this weight, all these people, all this luggage, all this engine, all these parts, thousands of feet up in the air, going hundreds or however many miles per hour. But when you're in your aircraft, it feels like you're not going that fast. I really sometimes be like, it feels like you could just fall out the sky because it feels like you're just kind of pitter-pattering along, right? If we could actually feel how fast we were going, I think it would probably scare us, honestly. So I don't know what the science is behind, like how that works, how we're able to not feel the force and the speed of how fast we're going. But looking out, you could see how fast the other planes are going. And the little epiphany came to me, and it probably was more profound when I first got it than what I'm saying here, but I'm about to say it, how it's coming. We are called to run our own race in our own lane. And sometimes it can be easy to look out at somebody else and say, ooh, they going fast, right? Ooh, they're going fast. They're making it to all their goals. Ooh, they're achieving this, because you're looking out of the window and not necessarily paying attention to what's in your own aircraft. And I've done that before, been guilty of being like, man, such and so, their life, like they're making all the benchmarks. I'm about to turn 46 and I'm like, such and so, got the career and they got the stability and the finances and they bought the home and, got married and achieved this, that, and the other. Meanwhile, I feel like I'm on my plane just like pitter-pattering along. Meanwhile, somebody else in the other plane might be looking at me saying, dang, they flying in that plane. Icon is achieving this or doing that or doing whatever. And it just came to me like, we cannot judge ourselves, of course, looking at somebody else. Because number one, that's their race and their flight to fly. And we don't know what all they carrying on their plane, luggage-wise. We don't know what they got going on with their engine. We don't know. Look at the girl making the epiphany. I ain't even got no boobs, big boobs, but I'm going to shake the little ones I got. We are not aware of what they got going on. We could just see them flying by. And the thing is, they may be seeing us fly by and thinking we're flying. Also, what may seem like you not moving fast, God, creator, universe, again, I told y'all I'm not getting into no semantics with you, is what you believe or however you want to believe, is making it where you don't feel a lot of times the quantum leap you're going through, because it would literally scare the shit out of you. It would literally make you pee on yourself. It will make you have an accident on yourself because of how quickly we really are moving through life. We say time flies. And really it does, and it can. And it does fly. I found time tends to fly for me when I'm in a rush and I'm moving and I'm doing this. But when you're on that plane, you can't do anything but be on that plane. A lot of times you can't make phone calls. You're forced to just kind of sit with yourself. And that's the time that time just kind of slows down. And so you're flying on that flight and just like feeling like you're coasting through, but you're actually moving at the pace you're supposed to be to get to where it is you're supposed to get to. And so that was just my message for today. I'm gonna try not to make it too long because y'all not gonna make a 20-minute video. I can make it 20. I can keep talking right now, but I'm gonna leave it at that. That was my epiphany, was to just enjoy the flight and to know that however fast I'm going, that it doesn't matter what other people's journey looks like. Just enjoy, sit back and enjoy yours. And however fast, however slow you're getting there, you're going to get there on time. Another part of my flight was I thought my flight was supposed to be delayed, and I thought I was going to miss my connecting flight in Vegas. However, my flight got there. It actually was earlier than the delayed time that I thought it was going to be delayed. And it actually came earlier than I expected. So I got to put my little Southern Baptist black girl on it. He may not come when you want him, but he's always right on time, whatever the he is or the it of whatever it is for you. And so I did make it to my flight on time with enough time to sit and chill. And yeah, when you feel like your blessings are being delayed, you are being connected to the thing you're supposed to be connected to right at the right time. And if you miss that connection, there's always another flight that's coming, but you're going to get to where you need to go at the end of the day. And that's easier said than done, and it's easier said than to like internalize, because when shit really start hitting the fan, like for me right now, I've been on I was crying earlier today, to be honest, if I'm being completely honest, and was crying yesterday as well. I felt like as soon as I got back to New Orleans, my energy and my everything just kind of, I was feeling real good in Seattle and when I was gone. But I think it's because getting home, I have to face what it is that I'm dealing with. And I have to think about what it is I have to tackle in my own journey. And that can be daunting at times. However, I know I have to remind myself of these little nuggets and these times when God shows me what it is I need to know, so that I can be still and know that I'm going to get to where it is I need to go. All right? Take that, do with it what you will. And that's my word for today. Yeah, and me and Pearlie gonna go try to get some things done. This has been Poem-versations. I promise I'm coming with a poem. I'm coming with a poem. But right now, I just gotta share these things as I share them. And I have to also give myself props, because I'm proud again that I didn't worry about getting all zhuzhed up to show up. I'm just showing up. And hopefully that helps somebody to just show up. Take your flight. Be on your journey. And be good with it. All right. Till next time. Oh yeah, and something else I wanted to add that came with that epiphany was that we were going in different directions. So it's hard to compare that plane and what they're doing to where I'm going, because that plane was going, the two planes I saw flying were going, one was going like this way, the opposite direction which I was coming from, and another one was going like almost at an angle to the other side. So I say that too to say that it's hard to compare when your flights are going in different directions. It's hard to compare yourself with somebody else when your journey is going a totally different direction. It could be the same exact looking plane. It could be a lot of similarities, but the destination is always different because we all have our own ordained destination. So that's what I wanted to add. Is there anything else? I can't remember. Oh yeah, and for anybody just joining this channel, this is also me embracing, you have to go watch my first video. Just go watch the first video to understand a little bit more about why I started this channel. And as we progress, I guess I'll introduce myself more to people, but I am Shakandria, aka Icon. I am a poet. I'm a visual artist. I'm, I hate to say performer, but performing artist, writer, thinker, magician, all kind of things. I'm a bunch of things. Country girl who is just navigating my way through life via learning things by creating and surrendering. Yeah, that's it. All right, I'm out of here. Peace. I'll be back for the next video.